Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family. It's a very imperative time we get back to understanding finances and learning how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we will not fall for the same tricks. Now guys, this is a very, very important video today. As we can see, everything that I've been advising you of is coming to light. We have Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse talking about how China is moving digital currency and the United States is just sitting there doing nothing. And then also we saw Theta go to the roof, and then of course Google Binance announcement make as far as their partnership. So guys, they run the price up and then let you know. If you think that's a coincidence, you don't need to be in the crypto and stock game. So guys, this is all a game. It's all planned out, guys. Also, we see Coinbase buys a crypto trading platform to GoMe, and I'm going to have a video at the end. That's for institutional investors. They already had institutional investors in already, guys. We already know that. But of course, they're in the dark pools, so therefore they don't move the prices. Now, when the Google's announcement was made, we saw Tether, of course, stay above the dollar. They stayed steady. Xrp stayed in this place. But then we also saw how USDC and PAX go down. So that's what pumped the market. So remember, guys, you have to stay focused on all the stable coins. But it was clearly to see, and I put that in this video on how they did it. But it's like I said, guys, anytime they make an announcement, they're going to run the price up before you even get a chance. So guys, you're in the perfect place, the perfect spot. The only reason why I made money off of it, because I was holding it already. That's the only reason why I made a little money off of it. So I had a little stash, and that's the only reason why I made money. So the fact is that, guys, you have to do your research on these cryptos. Hold you some, and then of course you traders, you trade some, so therefore you can keep filling your bags. But definitely, as you can see, crypto is going to be the place to be. Now, of course, we have JP Morgan saying the digital FX, the danger to the US. Now, guys, I've already showed JP Morgan's already working on the digital FX. I've already proven that in my video, so make sure you go back and watch my JP Morgan video. They're already doing it themselves. They're just creating the Federal Reserve 2.0. So guys, they say one thing to you, but then do another on the back end. And of course, we saw JP Morgan make an announcement. Jamie Dimon said banks are fine, and you saw bank stocks go up. So guys, this is all a planned event, and hopefully last night proved that to you, so therefore you can see the whole picture. And like I stated, it's very, very important for you to see the China picture, to see the fact is that basically China's moving along with additional currency. Asia, most of the Asian countries are moving in lockstep, and guys, you can clearly see that. And the United States is just sitting back on the back end doing theirs. I'm not saying the United States is not making moves, because we clearly see they're making moves, but they're not including the people. And that's the big point. Everybody in the United States is distracted with the C word. Businesses closed down. They're trying to make it. They're not focusing on the finances, and that's what you have to do. So therefore you can make the move, because basically once they make this announcement, the digital currencies are going to be used in the United States, they're going to run that price up way before it happens. So not too many people are going to be able to profit off of it. Of course, you're going to use it because you're going to have to. It's going to be the new way we, make transactions. But as far as you making money off of it, not too many people are going to make money off of it. I say maybe 10% or even less than that. But guys, getting into world news, we still see the China versus U.S. Trump made announcements on Twitter. Now China opposes the restrictions the United States made on the Chinese airlines. Guys, we have all of our companies over there, all of our corporations over there. Guys, do not get caught up in the Hegelian dialectic. That's all this is. If the fact is that if we had a real issue with China, we wouldn't have all of our products made over there, all of our corporations over there. Corporations are going to be using China's digital currency. That makes no sense, guys. Let's make sure that we stay focused on that. But it's like I said yesterday, if you couldn't see that the game is rigged, something is not right. Guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and your book. I want to thank those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Don't forget about the cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, your stocks. You have your chip stocks, your gaming, your cobalt. Never ever bet against the banks. Everybody's sitting at home. Don't forget about those stocks, the biotech stocks. Also, because all these people are out of work, don't forget what they do. They drink, they smoke weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Jennifer, I'll start with you. People have been talking about the rush of institutional money into crypto for a long time, and it doesn't seem to be happening. What's missing?
Well, I think there just hasn't been the tools that institutional clients are looking for. And so we see hedge funds, RIAs, endowments, high net worth individuals all on our platform, and we're incredibly excited to support them.
Well, a big part of, though, I think the reason why you're seeing some reticence, and I talk to a lot of people about this who are legitimate investors who really are attracted to the idea of cryptocurrency, the idea of the blockchain, but they still feel like there's not enough protections and there's not just sort of enough institutional structure that would allow them the safety to play in it.
I think that's a good point. What we aim to bring is something that's an end-to-end solution. I think one of the challenges for institutions has been you have to assemble all of the pieces yourself if you want to do trade execution and you want to do custody and you want to think about all of the things, having exchange relationships. So part of what we think is missing is that end-to-end solution where a client can go to one place and have one relationship and navigate the entire landscape with one counterparty. And we think bringing that together in the same way that you would have that same sort of relationship in a prime brokerage relationship in the traditional securities world is part of what's missing to answer that question.
How many do there need to be? Because this is a competitive space, and we've got lots of people building exchanges, building custodians, but the infrastructure is being built and by many big players out there.
Right, so we see a number of competitors, but all of them are software only. So the biggest difference with Tagomi is that we have the prime brokerage model, so you only need an account with us, right? And then you can trade at all the different liquidity sources around the world globally. And so that makes a big difference for folks.
We know that there are so many cases of people holding their crypto with some third party and it disappearing, whether it's a hack, whether it's the founder of the brokerage died. How do people feel comfortable that their crypto is safe in your hands?
So we actually partner with a number of custodians that we consider to be best in class. And from our position, we can choose those. Each of them has a unique strength and a unique set of capabilities. And so part of our job is to advise clients that here's how we see the landscape, we understand it at great depth, and we can choose different custodians for their different capabilities.
Jennifer, when you're pitching to investors in your company, are you hearing from them any concerns about the type of people who are using crypto? Because there's still a perception that the users of most cryptocurrencies may not necessarily be the most upstanding people.
Right, so our investors have been in the space for a very long time. So for example, Paradigm, it was founded by the co-founder of Coinbase and also a partner at Sequoia, and they're backed by Yale. And so these funds have a very long-term view on the space. Another fund, Pantera, was one of the first funds in the space as well, in Bitcoin. And so they take a very long-term view. They're very used to folks having this perception, but we're excited to bring more price transparency and things that folks have been worried about. And so we're bringing that solution to the space now.
It seems like the custody component is obviously a huge stumbling block. And just this question of like, okay, you go out and buy some Bitcoin or whatever, but you don't want to like tell the partners in your fund like, oh, I lost the keys and it's all gone. Beyond that, what would you say is like the next big thing? Is there a regulatory aspect that still needs to help people be comfortable? What is the sort of next major concern?
So the next major concern, I think, is market structure. So the market structure in cryptocurrencies has largely been built for the retail investor. If you wanted to put to work hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars, navigating a complex market structure is a challenge. And as an institutional user, you would have to open accounts at a number of different places and choose where the best price was at any given time. You also have the option of going to the over-the-counter market. All of those choices for the end user, we simplify into one choice, which is using technology, find the best price at the best time. and using algorithms and the sorts of things that you would find in equities markets.
Jennifer, I mean, how difficult is it as an institutional player right now to go about executing a trade? I mean, I'm amazed that basically all the interactions are done via Skype, I understand, pretty much. Like, this almost feels like the very beginning of the FX market when everyone was using Yahoo, and the infrastructure is still building up.
Exactly.
Talk us through how much a big trade, how long that would even take.
Right, so it's been very hard in the past, right? You'd have to stitch together a bunch of different things, you know, find someone on Skype, and so as an institution, that's just not what you would expect, right? So part of our goal at Tagomi is to bring those institutional services and advanced technology that you would expect in any other securities. Oh, you could do a very large trade with us very quickly right now.
So it's sort of already there, you're saying?
Right, so we have the solution now. We have hedge funds, very traditional players executing large trades on our platform right now.